Imagine a place where the greatest threat isn't wild animals, tsunamis, or avalanches. A place where man himself is the ultimate danger. No ghosts, no legends, just the raw reality of the streets, gangs, militias, and pure desperation. Today I'm taking you to 10 such places, brutal, deadly, and still active, not for the faint of heart. Let's begin. Number 10. Culiacan, the cartel capital, Mexico. Culiacan isn't just a city, it's the heart of the powerful Sinaloa cartel. Public order isn't maintained by the state, but by fear. The streets are ruled by armed groups, roadblocks are a way of life, and shootouts in broad daylight are common. October 2019 went down in history as the Culiacanazo, when authorities arrested Ovidio Guzman, son of El Chapo. The cartel responded with overwhelming force. Dozens died in a single weekend. The government retreated and released the suspect because the chaos was too great. In 2023, his rearrest sparked fresh clashes and riots, claiming dozens more lives in days. Here, if the state makes a move, the cartel says no. Number 9. Port-au-Prince, Haiti, a city where law and order have completely collapsed. The capital of Haiti has been ruled by gangs for years, leaving the police powerless. In 2021, President Jovenel Moïse was assassinated in his own home. The attack was so precise that many details remain a mystery. Since then, gangs control entire neighborhoods. Refugees from these areas say that just starting a car at night can draw gunfire, and kidnappings happen by the hundreds every year. In 2024, when the people tried to protest, the gangs opened fire. This is a country where people fear each other more than anything else. Number 8. Mogadishu, Somalia. Mogadishu is a name long synonymous with war, terrorism, and lawlessness. The Al-Shabaab organization has carried out countless attacks here. In October 2017, a truck filled with explosives detonated in the center. Estimates say over 500 were killed and thousands injured. It remains one of the deadliest single attacks in sub-Saharan Africa. The attacks never stop. Hotels, restaurants, and public squares are constant targets. Reports from 2024 show that even a simple shopping trip can turn into a nightmare. No one knows what's waiting around the corner. Number 7. Caracas, Venezuela. Caracas, the capital of Venezuela, has one of the highest murder rates on the planet. In 2017, the city saw over 80 homicides per 100,000 residents, a record few can match. When the state crumbles, armed groups, gangs, and desperate locals fight for every street, every shop, every corner. Reports of kidnappings for ransom and gang executions are daily news. Locals admit that even going for groceries is a life-threatening risk. It's a city where a stranger is always seen as a threat. Number 6. San Pedro Sula, Honduras. For years, this city was crowned the most dangerous in the world. Between 2010 and 2013, the murder rate hit a staggering 170 to 180 per 100,000 people. Driven by the brutal wars between the MS-13 and Barrio 18 gangs. While the numbers have dropped recently, many districts are still controlled by armed militias. Talking about crime here sounds like a report from a literal battlefield. Number 5. Tijuana, Mexico. Tijuana, on the border with California, is the gateway to the USA and a battlefield for the cartels. They fight for smuggling routes, for every inch of the border, for absolute influence. Bodies left in the streets, mangled vehicles, and daylight shootouts are the norm. Statistically, in the worst months, the murder rate exceeded 50 per 100,000 residents, even in urban zones. This isn't a movie. This is their reality. Number 4. The Sahel Belt. Africa, Mali/Niger/Nigeria. This massive region bordering the Sahara is a playground for Boko Haram, ISIS, and local bandit groups. In Nigeria, Boko Haram kidnapped over 200 schoolgirls in 2014, shocking the world. Since then, the region has been a stage for ritualistic attacks, executions, and violence. In 2023 and 2024, attacks on local villages still claim dozens of victims every month. Many families live in constant fear of the next raid. Number 3. North Sentinel Island. India. North Sentinel is home to perhaps the last isolated community on Earth. They want no contact, and they will fight for their space. In 2018, missionary John Chow was killed by arrows when he tried to step onto the island, an event that made global headlines. There are no exact population numbers, but the entire tribe defends its territory against every intruder, every human threat. It's a living example that sometimes man fears man more than anything in nature. Number 2. Kinshasa. Democratic Republic of the Congo. Kinshasa is the capital of a country torn by conflict for decades. It's not just the war in the east. The violence is in the heart of the city. Reports from Human Rights Watch and the UN describe daily robberies, brutal kidnappings, and executions. Violent crimes across the DRC often claim over 100,000 victims a year, between rebels, the army, and gangs. It's a city where people destroy one another without any control in sight. Number 1. The Darien Gap. Panama/Colombia. The Darien Gap is a dense jungle that every migrant trail to the U.S. must cross. But nature isn't the biggest killer here. It's the bandits, human traffickers, and drug smugglers. Rape, assault, and kidnapping are common. Reports say hundreds die or vanish every year, and countless families lose their loved ones in the depths of this jungle. So if you thought the worst threats were volcanoes, tsunamis, or sharks, you were wrong. In many parts of the world, humans are the greatest danger, not nature, not beasts, man.